Actually, this is a very great honor, and also this the training class for me as a coach. And Melvin went to China several times. We have a chat. He asked me talking about the international. I put this first slide. Everybody, if you know this, the NASA have a spin magazine every year, and actually it's like we are looking for the landing pad. Where's the landing there? So for the international, really we want to do in this for the telemedicine, it's a different opinion. And I think it will be 2 days. The course here is different from what I talking. We are really focused on the NPR. If you look into the, this is not the national radio broadcast. It's called Network Platform Resources. That's what we are doing. And to give you a little bit of background about the GlobalMD, because a lot of people trying to ask me, what is a GlobalMD? It's a non-profit organization. It's a professional for the global, it's 165 country. But we basically trying to focus on the training program. I have been working with NIH Clinical Center and the FDA and the Chinese Medical Association to train the Chinese local physicians and nurses focused on clinical research. And we created the Sino-American Symposium for 10 years. Actually, this is one of the leading platform which we're looking for that. So since 2005, we're working with ATA, trying to translate all the ATA guidelines for the better understanding for the ATA members doing the telemedicine. So we already trained more than 10,000 physicians and nurses and caregivers who provide online-based care service in China. So on the right side, you can see that basically really we are looking for this network and platform and resources. So this year, actually we built up is largest, I would say largest, about 8,000 square meters. It's probably maybe largest one. And the center actually it be inaugurated by the NIH Associate Director and John Gallen. He was there last month. He was surprised why we're doing this one. We said, why this is what we want to do. Again, training. And this just like Melton as the first beginning talking about today, what it was about 15 years ago is hardware, and 8 years ago is a platform, and now is called talent. I'm the person looking for tomorrow because today is already here. I'm not thinking about it, I'm thinking about tomorrow. What it really is tomorrow is a talent, is a knowledge, is resources. I have no idea. So I want to working with you, but I'm very engaged for training people. So we're looking for the challenge for doing a second medicine in China or between US China. There's a prevention, diagnosis, therapeutic, recovery, all sharing. What is really want to do? We really want to do it focus on the therapeutics, the second opinion and procedure. And really the need is we were looking for the procedure. Why we do this one? Of course, everybody understands telemedicine wants to access to the right resources timely and improve the quality of a service intensively, and reduce the cost of care significantly. This basically is very general. Everybody talking about telemedicine. This is 3 goals we want to do. However, we want to be draft everything. We put it as the A, Q, C in the same bucket here in a specification for all the parties. Is that really everybody party the interested and trying to figure out if you want to be the reduce cost, it's fine. But if you want to improve the quality, give me the measurement. What is the quality of improvement? There's so many different talking, so many measurement talking. But what is the real right resources? Who is the right resources is really have a different opinion. So we look in the simple things. The cost is very simple. All right, because everybody have an opinion trying to reduce cost from provider, from caregiver, from insurance, from a regulatory, and from patient. Because that's a real hard pocket of money. There's basic insurance money they want to do it. So we focus on one case, and very focused, narrow down, is a children brain tumor. So give you background on the brain tumor, and every patient is different, every physician is different, therefore, and every treatment can be completely different for the, I'm trying to stay on this page because this is important page, yeah. And it's very important for the quality of life. And if you're doing a second opinion here, because in China, we have 50,000 new cases every year, and around Asia, about 200 cases new year. And if you're looking for the cases we do now, I don't know how to, it's just automatic work. So one case we are doing here. Okay, this is basically, and I'm trying to state this. Sorry. Anyway. Okay. So what we're trying to do in is, okay, this is the case of what we are now presented. I have not doing this, sorry about all right, let's stay here. And the brain tumor for the children is most likely during the 3-stage, is surgical solution and the chemo and therapeutic, and for the chemotherapy. How you're going to manage the treatment is critical. It's basically the children will grow up with congenital disability with all the other function. For the elder people, if 70 years old have a brain tumor, it's okay. I'm not saying it's not like trying to compromise, but for the children, we're looking for the outcome. So therefore, we are looking for the second opinion for any children, any kind of a brain tumor. What is the best outcome? What is the best solution? And so far, in China, there are no proton center. I'm sure if you know the proton therapeutics, you will know that'll be most benefit for the brain tumor. So therefore, we're looking for some of the resources in this country. If we can find who is the best solution, who provided the brain tumor, the therapeutics, we're working with them. So this is the Engage Center. We're working with Numerous, Wolfson, and University of Florida, the Proton Center. So we signed agreement with them because that's international. Everybody looking for the protection. Therefore, we needed to looking for the whole things. And we have been bring the case come over here. But before we bring here, we needed the telemedicine, teleconsultation. So far, we have done several cases, and all benefit is for both side, the doctors and the patient and families. So I'm not going to detail because of the timeline. And so in the next 2-3 years, what we are looking for the China, this is basically the case study. We're looking for the cover the 3 big area from the north of China is Beijing and the Shanghai and the central of Sichuan. And not only the brain tumor, we're also looking for the vertical field for the problem. Pediatric solid tumor, that's one we already done. Heart valve replacement. If you go into the heart, I'm sure there's several cardiovascular experts. There's an overdue for the heart valve replacement, and regardless of what you're doing, they will come out the red. Okay, now you need to do replacement. Is that real? We need a second opinion. The rare unknown diagnosed diseases, we're working with the NIH Clinical Center because there's so many unknown diagnosis diseases. And what is really the treatment? Or they come and jump into really right now, or they're doing this different. And for the aging dementia home care, that's we also focus on this 3 areas. Of course, for the GlobalMD, we Engage Center, we are focused on the 4 parts. It's a professional training program, clinical research, collaboration, second opinion for the therapeutics, and the patient referral for the international patient. So on the bottom line, again, we're trying to bring the NPR model because here a lot of business people, we really want to do is an international telemedicine service and focus on therapeutic solution for single problem, vertical, one by one, because that it gives you the payful value service. It's not really talking, it's real. So I hope our case, well, this is the one case come to the United States and treatment, I got the permission, they can use it, very happy. And I'm on the other side, and the doctor who take care of this patient said if not going to do the therapeutics, probably maybe less than 5 years. Now he was at 85%, she will be stay more than 5 years. So talking about the virtual care, online, mobile, based in China, this is basically called equivalent. And the second one called equity. And the third one called the liberation. So really we're looking for is a 3 location. And then for the anywhere, at any time, improve well-being, liberation of views. That's basically we're trying to work on. And I've been asked for the prediction about the healthcare industry in China. Here is the internet connectivity plus mobile, almost the most activity in China. And but again, if you're looking for the Alibaba, Tengxun in healthcare, they are emerging other business operation, but not to develop their own telemedicine strategy. China healthcare is a totally different game from the United States. So GlobalMD really focus on the professional guideline aligned with the central government. That's first. Second, we are educate program, showcase, train the local provider, caregiver, and client. So marketing side is available there, but it's very competitive. So share with the international service to meet the need. Simply, this is the cash deal for value service. For international, there's no much kind of issue, but we do need help. I cannot pull the truck. I need your help. So we are actually designed Asian Pacific region conference for telemedicine and AI conference in December 8, 9. I welcome and invite all of you to join us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tim. We have time for one or two quick questions. Okay.
Hi, Tim. You and I have had a kind of preliminary conversation. You're familiar with More Health, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because they do extensive telehealth consultations in oncology now,
Yeah.
and I'm building their cardiovascular network. So we really need to follow up on a lot of the issues we've talked about here. So
Yeah. Well, there's several international group from either California or from do the international telemedicine consultation. I have been involved with them because I'm the first co-PI to write in Chinese telemedicine clinical guideline. You have to respect the local physician. For instance, like the cardiovascular diseases. Are the Chinese doctor really dumb, really cannot figure out? I tell you, they are even smart than you here because they have more cases. So talking about the quality of a service, there's 3 levels. We're talking about the service level. Another one is quality of a service. So the service of the level in China is no different from here, quality. However, there's a certain way we have to figure out if the local hospital expert can be fit into the demand market, stay there. For the international, which we do in this way, we want to figure out what really the urgent need, like the brain tumor for the children.
Great. Maybe one last question. How about
So you said you need help. What kinds of help can we provide?
So the NPR is a network. It's coming today here, and actually this is the second time I joined. It's very is a platform we built up for the Asian Pacific region conferences. So we would like to hold here to join us for the teleconference. The last one, the resources, and I'm always trying to say there's no sharing. It have to be trade. Why? Sharing doesn't make any sense for this world. I want to share with you, but you don't want to share with me. Sometimes we have to trade. What you need from us, we will need from you. So we would like to working together.
Again, thank you so much, Tim, for the amazing talk.